It's like, damn, how your son look like your best friend? If he like it, I love it.
Girl, I knew a lot was going to get exposed about Diddy, but I never thought it would go to the extent of tabling receipts about Misa Hylton's son Justin not being his biological child. The savagery, OMG, and with the lawsuits, people are now asking questions like, was Justin a product of one of Diddy's freak-off sessions? Did he allow the alleged biological father, Anthony Wolf Jones, to sleep with Misa Hylton in front of him? So word on the street is that Justin's biological father is Wolf, who was Diddy's former bodyguard. Wolf worked for Diddy during the infamous December 1999 incident, where Diddy and raper Shine allegedly shot up a Manhattan nightclub, and Wolf was charged with the criminal possession of a weapon in the second and third degree in the Manhattan nightclub trial. Just a few years later, in 2003, Wolf was reportedly down outside a Buckhead, Atlanta nightclub after getting into an argument over a woman. Now, with everything coming up against Diddy, people are also questioning whether he's the biological father of Justin and whether he had anything to do with Wolf's death. There's nothing much to suggest that Diddy was actually involved in Wolf's death. In fact, what you will find is that Wolf was his best friend, which would possibly explain why he would raise Justin as his own butt. There have also been allegations going around claiming that Diddy could have actually been behind the setup, because he apparently owed Wolf a lot of money. The thing is, Wolf wasn't just a security dude, huh? He also had investments and was financially involved in some of the things that he did. And the assumption is that when Diddy couldn't give him his cut, he set him up if that's the case. And Wolf really is Justin's father. That would definitely explain why a lot of people think Justin and his mama Misa have shown solidarity to Cassie by continuing to follow her on Instagram, even though she's the one who set the ball rolling on Diddy. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, what really are the receipts proving that Wolf is actually Justin's father? Well, for starters, there are a lot of people who have always said that when it comes to looks, Justin does look a lot more like Wolf than Diddy. And with the speculations coming up again, one person simply wrote on X, I mean, lol, but I can only speculate. Lol. I never thought Justin looked like Diddy at all. Ever doesn't too much favor his mom either. He really does look like the other guy. I don't know though. Someone else also added, damn, he's a spitting image of his biological dad. I always wonder why he didn't resemble Diddy at all. But this makes sense. What do you think? Does Justin look a lot like Wolf down to the eyes? And even the nose, cuz those are apparently the most prominent features they share. Also, when there's a lot of people sharing their suspicions, and I mean people from back in the day, honey, there could be something there. First of all, John Deal said that even though he wasn't there at the time, he could clearly see that Justin looks a lot like Wolf.
It's like, damn, how your son look like your best friend? If he like it, I love it.
In addition, Reggie Wright Jr. also insinuated that Wolf could actually be Justin's biological father and not Diddy.
I put up a picture of Wolf. Put a picture.
In addition, it wouldn't be surprising if Diddy decided to raise Justin as his own, considering he adopted Albie Shore's son Quincy when he was 3 years old when Kim began dating him in 1994. Okay, I know some of you will also be like, but Misa took Diddy to court for child support. And they must have done a test to prove that Diddy is Justin's biological child. Yes, Misa did take Diddy to court in 2004. And she even said this about the situation: it hurts deeply. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I'm very sad. I wouldn't have ever imagined it would have come to this. The perception Sean projects outside the courtroom is quite different from the truth. He wants the public to have a perception of him. But the reality is that I'm here asking for money. But for those who remember, the circumstances of that situation were also a bit sus. For instance, when Misa took Diddy to court, she said that she was getting a mere $5,512 a month to look after their son Justin, while Kim Porter was raking in a sweet $35,000 a month deal in child support for their son Christian. Now, why would there be such a huge difference in the first place between what Justin and Christian were getting if they were both equally Diddy's children? Probably because Diddy wasn't too concerned about Justin who is not biologically his age, about why he was even paying child support. Maybe did he legally adopted Justin, which would mean that he was actually legally obligated to pay child support? But if you ask a lot of people, well, they will tell you that they are convinced that Justin is not Diddy's biological son. Well, even those who always wondered how Diddy could do something dirty like date his son Justin's ex-girlfriend Lori Harvey say it now makes sense. Diddy has been knowing all along that Justin isn't his biological son anyway. Other than Justin, another person who caught a stray is Wolf's daughter Ash Cash. There's an interview that resurfaced where she said that after her father died, she never spoke to Dottie again. And that made people also drag Diddy through the mud for supposedly taking care of Justin, but ignoring his alleged sister now, with everyone saying that Justin is her brother. Ash responded to a post on X saying, "Just for clarity, when I did the radio show that was over 10 years ago, that's my father, and it's not proven that my father is Justin's father. I don't know anything about that. You guys have to be more respectful and be mindful of how you speak on people's dead parents." Ash should probably Ave stayed silent cuz now there are people also insisting that there's a resemblance between her and Justin as far as Misa is concerned, other than giving hints here and there that Diddy was going to be hit with something. She hasn't spoken much about the lawsuits. Maybe it's because she didn't want people bringing up the Justin situation, but in case you have been following Misa, you probably realize that she hinted a few times that something was coming for Diddy months before Cassie's lawsuit dropped. PC the public may have known about the allegations in November, but apparently this thing has been going on behind the scenes for 6 whole months. What was happening was that Diddy's team was trying to get people to testify in those 6 months, and they reportedly reached out to everyone, including Misa and Roger Bonds. Now we know where someone like Roger stands, and he has made it very clear that he is not on Diddy's side in the lawsuit she filed against Diddy. Cassie named Roger, alleging he jumped in to stop Diddy from stomping on her in a car and attacking her back in 2009 in Los Angeles. And now Roger is saying he not only stopped Diddy from harming Cassie, but he claims there were other such incidents involving other people during his security tenure.
Comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times, and it was other people.
Remember, Robert Bonds gave his initial statement after Cassie's lawsuit went public, saying this is not meant to be threats or snitching or anything like that against Cassie or Diddy or anyone else. This is me telling my truth as I truly remember it, for 2 reasons only. First, because I have 4 daughters, so on all dudes, my truth as I seen it, saw it, and was involved with for years. Girl, the only thing I know is that so much more is going to come up about Diddy, and if people are already digging into his children, I can only imagine what else will be unearthed, probably even what Misa went through. She was definitely the original Cassie. And let's not even begin with how Diddy started hooking up with Misa when she was in high school. There's definitely a lot going on there. But when you look at Justin, do you think he resembles Diddy, or does he have a striking resemblance to Wolf like people have been saying also? Why do you think Misa could have lied about the paternity test personally given everything that has come up about Diddy? Nothing would surprise me at this point, but let me know what you think in the comments section below.